Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Elena Aber. This is the Life Systems channel where I'm sharing with you the systems that I built for my house and for my family to make life easier. This month, we are talking about family headquarters that my husband and I have built in Notion to just in case if something happens. I have the first video explaining all the pillars of the system in the playlist for family headquarters. And today we are talking about the hit by bus protocol. I'm going to go in details to explain you what, why, and how. So let's get started. When I say hit by a bus protocol, what do I even mean? So what I'm talking about is when likely that in a family you have this one person who knows all of the professionals, the HVAC, the electrician, the plumber guys, who he would call in emergency. They would know where the shutoffs are. They would know what to do. They would know where to get the paperwork if there's a midnight emergency run to the ER or something like that. And everybody else in the family goes to that person asking for what, where, and how they find it. But what if that person is not around? And okay, let's not go to like the dark parts of life where that person is not around anymore. Let's just talk about how that person is on a business trip or traveling for something or just not at home and something happens that you have to deal with. What are you going to do? Does everybody in your family or who has access to your home and to your family members, do they all know what to do if they have to take your child to the ER or you to the ER? Do they know what to do if the sink breaks and the water splatters all over? What if the electricity turns off? Does everybody who has access to your home and to your family know what to do in that situation? If they don't, then you need a hit by a bus protocol that we're going to talk about today. The protocol we're going to talk about is the home operation manual. There are three parts to it. Mostly is the utility map. This is the visual anatomy of your home, and let's not go crazy and document and take pictures of everything in your home. We're talking about the most important things, like let's say in a crisis like you have a gas leak or a burst pipe. Your brain immediately loses the ability to think, and if it's someone who like a babysitter or a grandparent who doesn't live in this house, who doesn't know all the ins and outs of the house, all the details of it, they're probably going to go into a full-on freak out panic. To avoid that, you need to have pictures, you need to have explanations in your vault, in your digital home headquarters, where they can go and find information super quickly, super easily, super simply, and very accessible. So that panic mode, they doesn't keep going on and expanding. You need to give them simple instructions, and you need to give them the visuals of what they need to do. Obviously, they don't need to know how everything in the house works. They just have to follow the instructions and the pictures that you built for them. And this is your visual anatomy of the home that can help prevent some crazy crisis situations for the family members or the people who have access to your home and your family. The second part of this home operating manual is the list of professionals. It's your HVAC, your plumber, your electrician guys, because finding the one of those professionals is easy. Finding someone who knows the quirks of your house is not so easy, and especially if you already have someone on call, but it's in your head, it's in your phone, it's in your manual, in your mind, in your head, not documented anyhow. Your spouse can't deal with it if you're away on a business trip. Your parents, while they're watching your children or house sitting your house, obviously, they can't do anything if they don't have access to that information. So you need to have that central database of the trusted professionals who they can call, who they can have house 911 ready to go when something happens. And again, it's not like you're preparing yourself for something happening. You're preparing for a situation that may never happen, but if it does happen, it will make a huge difference to you and to the people who you love if they have a clear pathway to follow and a clear, easy access to that information that they need to be able to access in the moment of emergency. And the third part of this operating manual is the legal archives. This is where your wills, trust, your tax portfolios are going to live, and they are going to be chronologically organized so the people can easily access it. Once again, that's the whole point. It is easily accessible for those who are allowed to have access. Obviously, you need to have protection from those who are not supposed to have access, double verification, passwords, and everything, and having the originals in a safe place. But here, if you need quick access, as I was telling about my own story, about my situations with my mom when she passed away, and I was not only grieving the pain of losing her, but I also had to deal with legal paperwork that I had no idea how to find and what it meant and how it's organized and what I needed. And all of that was super, super stressful on top of the emotional pain. So this is the third part of the operating manual that you need to build to make sure that you're moving from uh, everyone asking you or the other person who is responsible in your family for all of those things. You're moving from having to rely on one person keeping it all in their head and being able to deal with all those situations by themselves, to being able to have this centralized place where everyone who is allowed and who is involved have access to it and being able to take responsibility in case that they have to. And this is a completely different approach that will make a difference in the way that everyone in your family feels and takes pride and responsibility in how they are all able to take part in managing the household. So this is the family HQ operating manual that my husband and I have built for our family, and I have a template that you can purchase through the link under this and in the description under this video. You can fill it out with your own information and have it handy for your family. So thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.